Yeah, we are live, and it's Saturday, September 8th, and this is Mike and Joseph on for the weekend collaborations. Um, maybe just to check with you, Joseph. You said you are doing you are going through it with Tonida.
Yeah, but I haven't started. We did week one, and then she's away for, I don't know, a week now, so we haven't continued yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But since I'm maybe way ahead because I'm in week 3. You mind if you drive and we continue from where you are at?
Right now, I don't think I can because I don't have good internet because I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that gives me the ball. So where was that? So mm, so I think we were in this rotten potatoes thing. It's so bad that I haven't watched any of the videos for the course. And was it rotten potatoes really? Let me see. I don't know what happens with this thing. I thought uh, let me just go to my terminal and see. So this is I can CD to Git. Yeah, I'm having trouble. Okay, I'm having trouble reaching this thing. Set up git cloud 9 clone username computer rails.
Whenever you can share.
Oh, I'm not screen sharing. Sorry. Uh, so this I remember last week also I had a problem getting no, not there. So written pictures running to components of the production. Then where do I go next? Maybe I open the course. Ah, man. So this is it. Where's the course content? Man. So it's like they archived the old course.
If you click courses, I think you can view your own courses. I don't know.
Yeah. Program.
View all,
Yeah. Dual courses.
view your. I haven't used EDX that much. I don't know.
I think this is so broad.
No,
I think I was here already, so maybe if I go here, but I have a course going on.
yeah. So if you enroll, it means you are. Oh, you haven't.
I logged in. I think they archived it. Oh, yeah. So here, I think I thought I submitted this. I think I'll look at it later on. So, summary. Let's intro 3, the process. Homework 3. So this is the intro. We were supposed to do that and then move next. And then this was the GitHub README. So I think we did. Did we do this? Remember setting up a filtering? Remember the setting up filtering? Okay, so the user can click on the movie title, movie release date, see movies. Oh, what did I do? We did filter list by rating. This we did. I think this we did. You are there when we were doing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this part I think we did. Then I thought, yeah. So I think there is by rating. Did you do this? Enhance rating protects as follows. At the top of the all movies listing, add some checkboxes. No, I think this is where I should start with. So in brief, like this was um, so atom dot and then something else that I should do is so that's localhost 3000. Yep. So this is where we had the movies, and the movies had the ratings and release date and more info. So more info actually goes to the more info of the movie, and then what we did was have these titles and Okay, how like we added the CSS such that if you click on this, whichever um, whichever item you click on, I'll just reduce this volume so that whichever item you click on here, it filters by that, and then it highlights the row by which it's filtering. And then that was done here in the, where is my, yeah, so that was done in the just like you remember when we were doing the rails up during the week, we had the thing with convention over configurations. So here we have the index.html of movies. So this means maybe we should look for a movies controller. Uh, then what we did was to add this highlight, and I remember you helping us in making it shorter. And then guys left. I think we went a little further with Dan, but yeah, now this is where we should start us here. Not there, but I think yeah. So if we read the, maybe we can just read the whole thing and see how it goes. So enhance rotten potatoes as follows. At top of all movies listing, add some checkboxes that allow the user to filter the list to show only movies with certain MPA ratings. Um, kwa ile nini yangu utapata do, si bag long ya jana. Yeah, so enhance rotten potatoes as follows. At the top of the all movies listing, add some checkboxes that allow the user to filter the list to show only movies with certain MPA ratings. So this is like what they're saying. So include G, PG, PG -3, R. Then there's the refresh button. Then when the refresh button is pressed, the list of movies is redisplayed, showing only those movies whose ratings were checked. So like when we check a movie here, and we click refresh, we will only show movies with particular rating here. And then this will require a couple of pieces of code. We have provided the code that generates the checkboxes form, which you can include in the index.html.haml template. So this is it. So this we should add to the index.html.haml. So it's right above the table. I don't know if it should go here. So it's a form tag. Methods get include all ratings that each. Yeah. Maybe I can look to see. Oh. Maybe there's something.
You,
Yeah.
I don't think if you go to the um, movies controller.
Yeah,
I don't think you have um, an all ratings variable.
like in the
Um,
movies controller.
yeah, there is no all ratings there. So we only have movies and highlight. So you can only access those on the movies index h.html. So
Okay,
maybe you
so
might,
maybe I should add at all ratings equals um movie. Maybe let me check how to select look specific field. So this will tell me I should dot find item dot select dot select. It's called rating. And then um in maybe I'll just relocate again. um just a minute. So for this I think we need to select distinct. Yeah, so select distinct. I think I should add all these. uh, that's unique. So maybe if I refresh this, so it brings these guys. And then now what I need to do is when I select this and click refresh, um, let me see maybe the method that's called. It calls index. It calls movies, which goes to the which calls the index. And now what I should do is to see what should I do now.
Um,
So yeah, you're saying something.
yeah, so if you go to the index page, so if someone clicks on the
Checkbox.
on either yeah or either the checkbox for PG or um the checkbox for R, you should get that R and then sort the movies.
So maybe we have Param's movies. Param's full ratings.
Can you go back to the browser? Can you refresh again? Go to the index of the movies. Like delete the URL and just go. Yeah. So if you click on the PG or any, so you don't change the parameter. So you see in the URL, so you can't get that PG on the URL there. It's not in the params.
But when you refresh, it's added here. When you click refresh.
Yeah, but okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe maybe we can or maybe I can just drop but I don't think it's necessary. So if maybe what I should do is check if params ratings params rating has nothing, we return this guy. Else oh, this is different. Now I want to I want to filter by I want to get movies. Is that all dot dot order params sort by I don't know whether there's a dot where give records.
I think the sorting will be the same logic as for the title and
Like now we have the where here.
I don't think so. How are you sorting the other when you click on the movies or you see when you go to the browser?
Mm. When I
Yeah,
go to
you,
the browser here and click here.
yeah. Yeah, I think the same logic um would
Yeah,
work.
yeah. Because what we have is where's that thing? Oh,
Oh, now you want to say, oh, now I see. Yeah, now you want to say where the rating equals to G.
yeah.
Uh,
Where um maybe where ratings in params ratings. I don't know. Let me see what the where clause looks like. Um, this guy wants where values. Um, they should look for something else. Or do you get any?
go back to the code. So I don't think you can do that because you're saying movies.all.order.
Yeah,
You want to order by the by was it PA? So I think that would work. You don't need what or if you have to do where I don't think you'll order because if you do params your what's param subsort by I think that should change.
yeah. Or maybe I need to do the where before the sort, because I think like the way the params worked, the way the sort they worked was
Mhm.
that when there's nothing sorted, this is nil, so this is not called. This is ignored.
So yeah,
So
all your movies.all.sort by you're passing in title and it would sort.
yeah,
Yeah, you're passing title and then it would sort, right?
yeah. When something is clicked from the UI, like when I click this, this will be okay. I think it's just it's a link that
Yeah.
yeah. So
So you want to do movies.all sub rating where rating equals to G. Uh,
hello, I think you're breaking.
can you hear me?
Yeah, Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're clear now.
Yeah.
You
So I'm
you are
saying
breaking. Yes.
you want to sort the movies by doing movies.all.sort by and then rating and then you say where rating equals to something like
Yeah,
G or
yeah.
yeah.
Or maybe I could do a wear clause before the sort. So maybe I could have, for instance, I could have where uh, maybe if I can say uh, rating, if I can say rating equals params rating, then I order by sort by. That makes sense. Hello.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I can just uh, require pry. And then do so that we can try manipulating it from here and have okay, maybe we just remove everything. Yes, in that case we don't expect. Then when we click refresh, when we come here, it will have broken. So if we print, this guy is not happy. So I can do what was it? This. That's nil. What do I need to continue? So we don't have anything in the params. But how did it get here? Yeah?
If you look at your
My buyback.
browser,
Yeah.
you see the URL has not changed yet. You don't have the ratings in the URL. So the refresh, you have to continue fast.
Okay.
So in your terminal, you can do next or N or something. Press N. I don't know what continue or
I think it's
I don't know how it works.
then it's in the index controller. Still, it hasn't changed.
When you click It didn't move anywhere. It threw an error and defined local variable or method continue. Can't do that.
Okay.
I think. How do you go to like next?
Then I think this is um what's that? How do I continue in cry? Uh, so it should be continue. Or did I write the wrong thing? Huh? Maybe I can just exit. Or does it just continue when it's so they're saying okay. So right now I can't yeah. Yeah. Joseph, maybe I should just remove this guy because yeah.
This example I see you need to do like a string. You need to add a
With
string.
yeah,
Like I've put the chart.
the chat.
Yeah, so you need a string.
Ah, equals okay. Now I need to do a string. Excuse me for a moment, so that I can give her peace. So this is uh what's the exam equals question mark. So the whole of this comma parameter trading. Okay, but maybe I okay. So mm, try then.
But if you're going to require,
Yeah.
I think
Hello?
you should do it inside. So you see the
Inside.
first if, do it inside the else where you want to see the.
Yeah, that's why I did it last time and it wasn't picking. So
Yeah, cause you had to. It wasn't picking cause, or you need to do it up there. Do it up and on top of the index, cause Yeah, it can't pick because if params symbol ratings is nil or not nil, I don't know that command.
So the thing is that it was getting into the else, but I could not get the value within params rating.
Okay, just put it there. Let's because if you put it down, I think that's why it's
So
if it
what line
goes
do you
and
want me to put it? Line 14.
yeah,
Okay. Then it's binding to try. So this was
going to wait.
yeah,
Maybe if you put
yeah. So maybe I should take it away from this,
put it inside.
or maybe after, because when I put it here, I was not able to get the value of. Okay, I can just put it here. Swear. So maybe I can have. So this refreshes. When I pick this guy, I think it breaks somewhere. And the point where it breaks now, it's shit. So I can do exit. So it's here. So it's here. So here, if I do at movies, where everything equals.
Can you do param sub rating? Copy that. Let's see what's there.
Where?
Like params rating. What's inside params rating?
Okay. So it's a dictionary. They call them. I always forget how they call them. So
On G, then you press.
so maybe if I do movie or but first maybe if I just do that. So ID is 4. Then what's in the rating? So the rating it's like PG-13 R. It's the key which is in the rating. So this guy is so it's this G.
So you have the rating there. It's G. It returned G ratings. If
So if I do per
you clicked on
dot key, I clicked on.
on G, right?
You're saying?
You click on G.
Yes, G.
So you want to get the key instead of the value.
Yeah. So it doesn't respond to dot uh, methods dot it's a methods and sort. Is it sort? I can't remember. So I want to see how I can get convert key. How I can get the key of dot empty dot entries dot equal dot index. No, not index. I see dot key. Yet when I did params writing dot key, argument error, wrong number of arguments. So does it expect me to I don't know.
Just try keys.
Yeah? Or keys. Yeah. Keys gets that, but it's an array.
Do keys sub-zero.
Yeah?
You have to do keys sub-zero.
What if now we have more than one key,
You can't have more than one key.
but it's a
Can
checkbox?
you,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
a
can check on all of them?
yeah. So that did not. Okay, if I exit, exit. What am I doing?
Yeah, if you do dot keys, then it gives you an array of all of the keys that you
That you've selected.
have. And then now you do dot map. Then you get the movies where the first key is there, the second one, and then you concatenate the array, and then you send
Okay.
back the
So
movies.
say if I select these and come here and do the keys. So dot keys. You're saying dot map.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with it?
Now it will give you each key on that array, and then you're going to query the movie The movie.
So maybe I should do movie, but where uh,
Yeah, I think even if you do rating sequels, that I think it can work. Maybe where we'll just give you all the GIF. You don't have to like.
okay, like such
Yeah, maybe it will do that for you. I don't know.
without the map.
Yeah, without the map.
Where was it unexpected? Oh yeah. So this was the trading equals comma.
Yep, it works.
So if I print, how can I have this to have an in clause? Or does this work in SQL? Like
So
select movies from movies where ratings equals G, comma this, comma this, comma this.
can you do that fast?
Yeah. So it's an SQL
Click
exception that I get.
message.
Yeah.
So click up, press up the up key.
Okay.
Yeah, up again. Do that fast. So get
Yeah.
was your for movies where rating is mm,
Oh, so that's so if I do movies that are movies that are oh it's movie man. Yeah, it's called rating, not ratings. Yeah, because this is not a correct SQL statement as well. Probably misused. Like if I just select one, I know if I just select one, if I copy this guy and then exit and exit and then come here and just select one guy and refresh and say this. See? So if we exit and exit, it didn't even show the movie that we want. Maybe in the documentation we will have something. Maybe a way that the
What?
question. Maybe we
What
can
are you
have.
saying? It didn't show what?
Uh, okay, I filtered. I filtered with just one one box checked like this.
Let me see the code.
So if I do this, it gives me back one.
Yeah, because you have said fast. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, because I said first. So if I don't do first, so that
Then,
gives me 3 movies. And if I exit this and exit and come here, it doesn't display those movies.
yeah, because I see on the controller you are doing select, not. You can see the code. Wait, where is it? You are doing more than again. Sorry, not select. You are doing then dot order. If you remove that,
If I remove this,
yeah, and maybe just to be sure, just go to your terminal and paste, copy paste that exactly.
I copy paste whatever I was. Okay, okay. So you want me to copy paste this?
Not that one. That's the same as go up. That's what's in the controller. I want you to copy paste for
This.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. So when I do this, and I think I need to exit, then come back here and select this and refresh, then exit, then exit. Yeah, but that's for if I do this too, I will get an error. So I do those two and okay. Robot is misused. So I think I don't know if I can think of a better term. Use the clause for params from checkbox. Yeah. Name, email. Yeah, I think this is what we should do. Uh, this should be rating. So maybe I clear this. I need to do exit. And then so maybe it's here. If I do this, gives me that. So I can do exit. Let me just try if I do order by as well. Order. Was it just order by? Those params. Uh, order param supply. Yes, Nico tight. Where have I broken it?
I'm going to have the everything leave the
Yeah, I think that works. So maybe if I have this,
and it was the same result, so I don't know how you know it works.
that's because I think we didn't have what is it called? Ratings param rating. Let me see. I can barely multitask. So this is it refreshed? Do I still have things here? But I thought I removed them. Maybe I did not save. I did not save enough. Exit. And then if I have these two guys and refresh, and funny thing is that they don't remain checked. You can notice that as well. Hello.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know what? Yeah.
yeah, I can see that it doesn't remain checked.
So when I click this, it goes away. Just a moment. Let me get the reflection. Come on. Um. So yeah. How do I go about that now? So um if params ratings is near. Mhm. Maybe what I can do first. Uh, maybe this should be set as a class variable,
What do you mean?
like the same way highlight. You see this guy.
Yep.
This person is hungry, so he will not give us peace. Just a moment. Joseph,
Yep.
so I was saying, now you see this highlight.
Mm-hmm.
It's displayed over here in the user interface, but that should not be the case with forms.
What do you want? What's the problem? I thought it was sorting.
Now the issue is, okay, let me just, the issue is, you see, when I select this guy and refresh, this is not persisted. So that when I click on sort, I lose the value that was here.
So the HTML,
The HTML4
the index,
here,
so here is where they're displaying the title. So so what you want to do is when you come back here again, count one again and you because it's doing displaying all the ratings again.
yeah,
So you want to set the checked equals to true
yeah, that's if it's already
on
checked.
parameter has something.
Mm-hmm.
So you see you have the there in the params. Load here again, you just check before you doing the loop, you'll check and see.
You're saying before I go in the loop here.
You see here when it's doing ratings.each.
Yes,
So it's repopulating and refreshed.
yes,
So the checkbox underscore used to true. So I don't know this syntax
yeah.
because if you
This is Hamel. Mm,
the checkbox to true and
to checkbox tag, building on the answers.
yeah. So there is a check.
Where have we seen the checked?
It has like a -3, so I
Yeah,
don't know. So the check should is orphan checks.
use true for checked or false for unchecked at the end of the line.
So when you're doing that, you add another comma. You check So go back.
Checkbox tag. Then this guy has ratings. Rating one. Selected dot include rating.
So you'll do,
What does this one do?
but I don't think you're doing that.
Joseph, you're saying?
It's okay.
I think you're breaking.
Yeah, I don't have internet connection.
I think you're breaking.
So it will not work fast. It wouldn't work because you don't connected
Yeah?
in the model, in the controllers, movie controller.
What?
At selected in the movie's controller.
Oh yeah. Yep. So it's called movies. Yeah.
Now go back.
Where? Controller.
Return the way it was. It was
This.
selected. No, don't delete everything.
Okay.
So go to the controller, movie controller. Um, right down there, then just you can add the selected, add selected, the params, that params is.
So okay.
And I don't think you should. I think it shouldn't be inside the L.
It shouldn't be inside.
No, just continue.
I was looking at this guy here. I saw he had a one here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that one was doing. Oh, it's the value.
It's for true, maybe.
Value equals checked equals false. Options equals that.
Oh, so it's the value. So you need to add another. Oh yeah, that the way it was, cause that works, cause the next one now is the true or false selected with dot includes rating will become true or false. Be selected. So the code is right.
So that's rating. So why does it break? And define method include.
So include, I think it doesn't work with the. Wait, it said undefined method.
Yep.
Can you do include on an array string?
It's an okay. So maybe if
No, no, don't do if. Like I'm asking, can you do include on an array, or how do you check if something is contained inside an array?
uh yeah,
Okay.
it include.
Include, right?
Yeah. So I think what's happening for the first case where
It's
it
failing.
undefined method include for nil.
It's failing because you put selected inside the else, and the first time you haven't selected anything. So include will only be defined in the controller when you like the checkbox. So
So
if
maybe
the movies controller, I wanted to tell you before, and then I thought nothing will break. Go inside the movies controller.
here, but then if I do it outside here, so I should do it outside here.
That will work there. Anyway, yeah, you can do it up actually, or down there, and you can do or an empty array so that you assign an empty array if
An empty
they
array
are
is not
not.
nil.
Yeah.
An empty array is not nil. Is it true? Is no,
So
it's
you
not.
are assigning an empty array so that you can do dot includes. In case I don't know if you do parameters, subratings, and then keys.
So
If you don't
yeah.
have in there, so it just gives you an empty array. I don't know what's returned when you do keys. If it's an empty array, then that would be great. No, I don't know.
So maybe
Maybe if you create an object inside, open a pry there, and in the terminal maybe, or because that is slow. You'll have to refresh. Do require if you just open a terminal pry,
okay.
just create an empty object and then do dot keys and see. Like a equals an empty object. No, that's an array.
So you want me equals
An empty object.
an empty object. This.
Yeah. And then do a dot keys. Okay, so yeah, go back to the code. Now you see
So this one is
You don't
so
even need to there. Give you an empty array if you don't have anything inside the object.
yeah.
I thought maybe it was.
I think you're breaking.
Yeah, so I'm saying you can remove the or, yeah, because object.keys, it gives you an empty array if there's nothing there.
Still not happy. And define method keys
Yeah,
only.
yeah, because you don't have the ratings yet.
So maybe here we can have an if.
If params.ratings without the keys, because it's going to break again. Oh.
Why? Or maybe we should have the if in the UI.
Can you can you make an array there and do include? Can you do that? Let me see. The terminal where you are. Go in the terminal.
What if? Yeah.
So can you do include?
Respond to include.
Yeah. So you can't do.
Or maybe dot methods. Dot
Because I think
search.
include is for string.
Yeah.
I think
So
include is string or something.
I think we have it here. Arrays.
Why is it not working?
Maybe because it's not there for nil. Like if I do nil, nil dot methods. This one doesn't have include.
So go back to the code. That's why it's okay. Go back to the code
I'm on the
and then
code.
yeah. So
So
um,
maybe
return
here
an empty array. Not there. Go back.
to the
Return
console.
an. So if there are no keys, if there's ratings, just return an empty array. So you can use a ternary. Like you can delete the if and then add a question and then before no, yeah, there a question. Copy the params subkey behind the question.
This.
The you are checking to see if param subrating is there. So the question is param subrating. If they are return params ratings dot keys. If not, then an empty array. So that should be the first. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
But still, when I click this guy, they go away.
Yeah, cause you when you click that now, if you check the URL, you have done a full reload. You click the title, there is no filter there, so yeah.
Okay. Yep. So this does a good thing by not taking the logic to the view. Yeah, I think this is nice. So
Yeah.
maybe what they wanted us to do. Yeah, you're saying?
I have to drop off in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
So I
Then
think we can go.
yeah.
Yeah, you can continue reading. So I
Okay.
see that's all you.
Yeah. Maybe I can just go ahead and read because we stopped reading here. Maybe I can read this, but you have to do a bit
Yeah.
of work to use the buff code. As you can see, it expects a variable all ratings to be an enumerable collection of all possible values of a movie rating, such as G, PG, PG3, PG13, and R. The controller method needs to set up this variable, and since the possible values of movie ratings are really the responsibility of the movie model, it's best if the controller sets this variable by consulting the model. Hence, you should create a class method of movie that returns okay a class method of movie that returns appropriate value for this collection. We did not do a class method, but I think I can
What?
refer to that. They were saying that you can create a class method of movie that returns an appropriate value for this collection.
Go back to the code. You are
But what we
returning. Um, you are returning our class. Our class. Wait.
eh?
Oh, they want a method.
Yeah, so they were saying the controller methods needs to set up this variable, and since the possible values of movie ratings are are really the responsibility of the movie model, it's best if the controller sets this variable by consulting the model. Hence, you should create a class method of movie. A class method of movie. What's a class method of movie? So does it mean it's a method within movie? So a
Yeah, I think so.
class method of movie that returns the appropriate value for this collection.
But I think the way it is, it's okay. Calm down here. You probably end up replacing movies.all in the controller method with
With a method.
movies.where.
Okay.
I think
So yeah, I think that makes sense. You will also need to you'll also need that code. You will also need code that knows one, how to figure out which boxes the user checked, and two, how to restrict the database query based on that result. Regarding one, try viewing the source of the movie listings with the checkbox form, uh, and you'll see that the checkboxes have field names like ratings G, ratings PG, etc. This trick will cause Rails to aggregate the values into a single hash ratings, whose keys will be names of the checkboxes only, and whose values will be the value of the attribute of the checkbox. Which one is the which is one by default, since we didn't specify another value when calling the checkbox tag helper. This is if the user checks G and R boxes, params will include as one of its values ratings Da, 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 da. Check out the hash documentation for easy way to grab just the keys of a hash, since we don't care about the values in this case. Checkboxes that weren't checked don't appear in the params. Don't appear on the params hash at all. Regarding two, you'll probably end up replacing movie.all in the controller method with movie.where, which has various options to help you restrict the role of the thread. Important for grading purposes, your form tag should have the ID of ratings form. I think this is the form here.
Question with
Yeah. Hello.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Maybe the form. Where's the form? Form tag movies. Movies part. I think maybe this should have ID. What did I copy? I'm not sure if that will work. I'm just guessing. Okay. Add ID form Ahmed. I think this is what I did. Oh, I didn't have a comma. Yeah. And maybe that's the hint for grading purposes. Then the form submit button for filtering ratings should have HTML element of ID rating submit. Uh, ID. Then each checkbox should have HTML element ID of ratings. Rating. Where the interpolated rating should be the rating itself, such as ratings PG-13, ratings G, and so on. Where's the freaking checkbox? ID. Yep. So instant caveat. So make sure that you don't break the sorted column functionality you added previously. That is sorting by column header should still work. And if the user then clicks the movie title column to sort by movie title, the displayed results should be sorted but do not need to be limited by the checked ratings. We'll get to that in part 3. If the user checks, say, G and PG, then redisplays the list, the checkboxes that were used to filter the output should appear checked when the list is redisplayed. And this will require you to modify the checkbox form slightly from the version we provided above. The first time the user visits the page, all checkboxes should be checked by default. Should be checked by default. The first time the user visits the page, all checkboxes should be checked by default. Okay. So the user, so the user will see all movies for now. Ignore the case when the user unchecks the checkboxes. You will you will get to this in the next part. Reminder: don't put all code in your views. Set up the instance variable in the controller that remembers which ratings were actually used to do the filtering. and make that make that variable available to um, the view so that the appropriate boxes can be pre-checked when the index is view when the index view is reloaded. So you submit this as part of the part you deploy, blah, blah, blah. That's about the submission. But to complete, da, 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 da. So I think what I should do now is in the movies controller, um,
I have to.
okay, I think that's fine. Thanks.
Yeah. See you.
Okay. Yep. So that's it. I think I have to go as well.